Hey y'all, Risen here. Today I'm going to go over agility sets. I'm going to do a series. I got like 4 series running right now that will definitely keep me very busy. I got 4 different series that's going through a ton of different videos. Anyways, so I'm going to go over agility sets between level 1 to 160 and what sets you should be using throughout that entire process, just so you're able to do damage at your level that is decent without breaking the bank, because a lot of these sets that I'm going to recommend are sets that all the pros already know about because they're just the most essential way to go for each element. So for these agility sets, if you are a professional at this game, then you know all these sets. But if you're a new player and you're like, where do I go from here for each element? I'm going to explain in this video the best agility sets level 1 to 160. So first thing I want to mention is that as far as applying stats, I would say generally I've played a bunch of classes, and generally the way it goes is to put 300 characteristic points into one stat and then put the rest into VIT, and that's for most classes until you restat in the late game. The reason I say this is because vitality is worth a lot more in the early game, just because, you know, percentage wise, it's a lot, you know, more survivability having a few vitality points than it is having a few extra points in agility. So I'm going to say put 300 characteristic points into agility and the rest in vitality. When you know better what you're doing in the late game, you can restat. And there's a few ways you can restat. I won't go over it in this video, but there's some automi quests you can do. There's, of course, the elite bonus pack. You get 1 free reset at any Doppel temple. So I ended up going over that anyways. So that's how you restat. Anyways, and another thing I wanted to remind, and I'm going to say this at the beginning of every one of these set videos because it's important. Jolano is God tier, even though it only has 1 AP. And as Challenger X said once, that how lazy it is that Jolano is so necessary for every set and there's not a better AP ring, and I'm with him there. But I'm just gonna say this at the beginning of every set video, that Jolano you need. I mean, it's just, I've used on all my characters Jolano until I can replace it with AP MP Jolano, which is basically an AP Jolano with a very rare chance of getting MP on it through maging. And you won't replace that until you can replace it with an AP and MP exotic mage, which is a really complicated concept. I'm not going to go over it too long. All right. I'm putting timestamps because I'm rambling. I'm sorry. So where we're going to start is green Peewee set as far as agility. Level 1 to 30. I think it's level 23 where you can access green Peewee set. It gives 95 agility max, and it gives you 1 AP with the full set, which is kind of nuts. What I don't like about the green Peewee set giving 1 AP is that it makes it really hard to transition to a new set, because you lose AP, you know, switching it up. But if the damage increases enough, then it's worth replacing that Peewee set. If you want to stick with 7 AP, then ride it out however long you want. But I would say once you start hitting level 30 to 40, I would say go with the Toady set. It's just 2 pieces. One is the carnivorous staff and the other is the Toady hat. And just those 2 pieces together gives up to 140 agility. So it's sort of awesome. I would say it's like the main way to go. When you're level 30 to level 40, you need Toady set because it's crazy. All right, 40 to 60, you got a few options. Toady is kind of OP, so I would stick with that, unless you have a reason to replace it, I guess. Like in kind of like higher levels, up to level 60, level 50. So you can keep it a while, but if you mix it or replace it with the white Scareleaf set, that's pretty good. This white Scareleaf set is only 4 pieces, and it gives 140 agility max. So mixed with other sets, it's pretty good. And then another option, starting at level 42, is the Wind Clock set. You can mix it with like any of the other ones and it's really good. But if you wear the whole thing, see, that's where they get you. You wear the whole wind clock set and it gives you some bonuses for real. Like you get the you get AP boost and you get an MP boost. And at level 42, having a little bit more AP and MP, it really makes a big difference. And then it does come with a pet that you can work on a little bit, give it, you know, feed it a little bit and see if you can flip it for commas, you know, maybe grow some stats and then put it on the market. Once you hit 70, that's when you're going to want to go into the Erdala set. It gives 335 agility with the full set, and it gives AP and MP. Can't really go wrong with Erdala set besides the fact that it's usually expensive. I can't remember what the materials are, but I always remember that the set has like annoying materials, but it's worth looking at. It can be expensive, but if you put it together, it'll push you to 100, man. You can get it. You'll have a set at like level 70 and I'll push you to 100. Then once you hit 100, I think it's actually like 108-ish, you can equip the white rat set or the black rat set. And those are really good. You can wear them for a while. It's good to commit to one of the sets for the set bonus, but the white rat set goes up to like 295 agility, and it even throws in some strength, so that makes it a little bit more useful if you're going for strength. But this is a pure agi video, so white rat, even though it gives strength, it's not pure, but it does give 2 AP, 2 MP, 2 range with the full set. But once you go to Black Rat set it doesn't give any strength. It's pure agi, and it goes all the way up to 350 agility, which is kind of huge for your level. It's not, you know, it's not the biggest, but it does pretty good, especially considering the fact that the Black Rat set also gives 2 AP and 2 MP. But it gives 3 range, so if you're looking for range, it's a great way to go. But you can really ride on the rat sets for a while, and the good thing about like being around level 100-ish to like 120 is there's usually a lot of people chilling around that level, especially on the new servers, where by the time like the average person is at like 110, there's going to be a lot of people around that level grinding it out, and you could probably make use of that Black Rat set for a while. Once you hit 120, there's a set you can wear. There are sets you can wear all the way to 160 that you can get at 120. Some of them actually, no, that's not true. Some of them are 140, 150. You can grind it out with the Black Rat set until your set becomes available. So because of the fact that agility, I guess they really like agility mixing with other elements, because the Mastic set and the Orphan set mix with water. And that's like the strong agility sets, and those mix with water. And then the Troll set and the ceremonial rat set mix with fire. Then there's the Cantal set and the light set that mix with earth. So, you know, this is the pure agi video, and that's how I like to stay. But if you do want to mix it with something else, then they really like that with agi sets. They like you mixing. If you're dead set on pure agi, then I would say go for the grind to 146 and you'll get the Canazor set. I don't remember what level the Frigostine set is either, but the Canazor set and the Frigostine set are both pure agility, and it will keep your agility as high as possible, especially mixing them with each other. Maybe throw in some pieces from other sets. But that's what we got. That's level 1 to 160, the sets that you can wear. And those will do you pretty good. I'll be making more videos in the future about the late game sets, but with the new server, we're not really there yet. But I hope you found this video on pure agi helpful, and I hope you slay enemies with the very air around us as nature intended. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.